I'm on the road again with my friends Jimmy and Selena. It's a little cramped, but it'll work. We drove all night long, and about 2 in the morning, we got to a place just north of Rock Springs, Wyoming. Well, we had to pull over, and since there wasn't room in the van, well, I brought along my guest house. Or actually, they did. Some of you are wondering about my new Bengal cat. I decided I would not take her on this trip because it's going to be an extended journey, and I just didn't feel that she was ready for that kind of trip. I also was a little concerned about the heat. I know it's the middle of the summer, and we're going to be in some pretty hot places. So, with no further ado, here we are driving in southern Wyoming, cross country, and having a blast. Of course, the new cat's on my mind at all times. She's such a sweetheart. This is a great way to travel. It's a lot cheaper to do it by van than it is by these big motorhomes. I used to do the Class A thing. Not anymore. Finally, we ended up in Pinedale, Wyoming. It's a place I worked when I was a little kid, and I have the fondest of memories. If you have a chance, be sure to stop at Del Sol in Pinedale.
I'm in Pinedale, Wyoming, one of my favorite
So we
places.
quickly moved on. After being at Del Sol's in Pinedale, I just love this part of the country, and we had so many choices about where to go next. We were thinking about going up over Union Pass, but we finally decided to head to Jackson. There's a lot of wildlife to see along the way. Some of it's real, and some of it's not. I remember when I was a kid, 8 years old, walking under these antlers. It was a real blast then, and it was fun to do it again. These antlers are probably over 60 years old. Mother Nature knows how to make things that really last. Well, normally I would pass on Jackson. It's great for families, and I'm glad so many people enjoy it. Jimmy and Selena had never seen it, and I really wanted them to have the opportunity. For me, I like to go to places that aren't quite so crowded, and Jackson has become a real tourist trap. But you probably didn't know this. There's going to be a shootout on Main Street. You ought to be there for that. I was there almost 50 years ago. So not too much is changing in Jackson, except that the crowds have grown significantly larger. Little mother was out with her young ones. We got to see some real wildlife. And in the distance are wild bison, another great spectacular thing of Mother Nature. Well, I'll sure keep you posted about our trip. I'm having a blast. I've got a great itinerary. Actually, I don't. I'm going to end up where I end up. Well, this is Tim Painter for the Van Life. If you like what you see, please press like. And for sure, leave your comments. I read every one, and I respond to almost every one. And of course, the channel survives on subscriptions. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. There's no time like now. Okay, guys, this is Tim Painter from the Van Life, signing off.